So if you're like me, you're a middle-aged runner with family, work, and a lot of obligations, and it seems like we're constantly fighting for time to do the things that we need to do for our health, like running, working out, and the balance, everything's out of balance. And I fight this all of the time, but over the years, I have kind of found some things that help me kind of hack the system, to be able to find the time to fit it in. I've talked about this in other videos that sometimes there's reasons and excuses, and most of the time you're just given a reason as to why you can't get it in. But if you really, really wanted to, you could. And I have to call myself out on this all of the time because sometimes stuff is just really hard to get in, and mentally it's hard to fit in just one more thing in the middle of everything, and your brain's really good at finding excuses to not do it. I know mine is. So these are the hacks when I'm really on a streak and I'm really doing well. These are the things I employ that kind of help keep me in the game, keep me moving, whether or not it's the perfect workout or it's just keeping myself moving and not detraining. So the first and foremost, micro runs. I go out now and do shorter runs, like 1 to 2 to 3 or 4 miles. And for some that may seem long, but this means I'm trying to talk about this as it would be understood in like an ultra running training plan. Those are smaller runs, and sometimes the run may be me having to run 8 or 9 miles, but that day all I can get in is 3. So what I do is I go out and I just do some higher intensity stuff. I try to maximize the workout as best I can, whether or not it's running hills or just up-tempo type stuff, fartleks and things like that for that amount of time, so I get my heart rate up and just keep my fitness, even if I'm keeping my fitness moving sideways, that's a good thing. The mere fact that I'm out and moving is a good thing because, one missed workout, second missed workout, then you're on a streak. You don't want that. You want to get something in. Something is better than nothing. I also stand at my desk all day. I walk as much as I can just to keep myself moving because time on feet is super important. Secondly, this one I did a couple years ago when I was training for the Yeti 100, and I successfully completed that race. I power walked, ran with family, whether I was in a stroller, having to go on an 8 or 10 mile run with my 5-year-old at that point, I think 3 or 4, in a stroller, and running from one playground to the next. And I just had to get it in. Well, yeah, it took me way longer, and that's okay because it was a time on feet thing. And I got to spend time with my daughter. I do this with my wife. My wife is also trying to keep her fitness going. So going out with her, power hiking with her, power hiking hills. I mean, we're going 8 miles power hiking. I mean, really good pace. And if you run ultras, you know that power hiking is a superpower. If you can power hike at 13 and a half minute mile, that's a real good talent to have. So just being flexible and kind to yourself and understanding not every workout's going to be exactly what you're supposed to be doing on that day, but something is better than nothing. Keep moving. You got to keep that momentum to help keep that discipline so that you don't fall off, because it is very easy to. Another thing that I do, I always have my backpack filled with running shorts, fuel, water, shoes, all of it. I have it on me all the time. I mean, I don't literally wear it all the time, but when I get up in the morning, I take it to work. Even if I'm not planning a run that day, just in case. I'm going to one of my kids' practices, I take it with me there. Even if I don't know where I'm going to be. Sometimes when we play games and stuff like that, I don't know if there's going to be any area to run in. I take it just in case, and then I end up finding new trails, new areas to run, go to a field that's got a nice path around the field, and I can just go all day long. But I take that backpack everywhere I go so that I don't have an excuse to this would have been really good to, not waste this 2 to 3 hours. I can go get a run, power hike, something in. And I do that every single day. Before I go to bed, I pack the bag, and it's got everything in it. It's got everything that you would need to run in it, and there's no excuse. So the easier you make it so that you can make the decision to run, the better you're going to be. It's the same thing where we always heard, prep your stuff the night before, sleep in your running clothes, stuff like that. It's just, you want to minimize the amount of barriers to getting out the door or to just getting moving forward. So that's what you need to do. Commute. I've done this one. I got 7 miles, roughly 7 miles to where I work. I've made that commute several times where I'll leave a bag at work the day before. Then I'll get up that morning and I'll run to work, shower, and not everyone can do this. Put work clothes on, work, put a different set of running clothes, and then run home. And that way, that day, I can get 14 miles in, broken up over 2 runs. Some people have a little more treacherous ways to get to work, or they can't run to work, or it's too far. So that's understood, but it is something you can do. I see people biking to work all the time. I do have one stretch of about half a mile is the reason I don't do it as much as I need to, because it's not got much of a shoulder in it. So keep safety in mind, but commuting is a great way to get extra miles in. Late at night. So earlier in my ultra running career, my distance running career, when I was in, and I could stay up late, it's a little harder for me now. I would do my long run sometimes at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and be done around 1. I know it's not ideal, but it gave me 2 types of training. It got me like the sleep deprivation, being tired, and getting the long distance run in late at night when I wasn't taking time away from family, which is what I try to avoid as much as possible. Sometimes I can't. And it's okay. I can have some time to myself, like long runs on Sundays or Saturdays, or just switching the days, to fit around family schedules and or commitments we have. But early mornings, late at nights, it's not ideal. These are not the most ideal situations, but they're situations that keep you in the game, that keep you moving, because it is very easy to fall off. And I know I'm repeating myself, but having done this so many times, having times where I've stopped running, or I've just felt like I've had too many days in a row, and I get down on myself, and then it just, depression sets in, and the little things start to happen, and then you found out you're not running for 2 weeks. You don't want to do that. You want to keep moving, because I know when a lot of people are new runners, you can be very discouraged by these obstacles, and it could knock you out. Because you're like, I'm supposed to run 5-mile tempo runs a day, but I don't have time, and you're stressed that you can't get the workout in. I used to do that. Like, if I couldn't run at least 5 or 6 miles minimum, I just wouldn't do the run. It would make me mad, because I would be like, it's not even worth sweating up my clothes to go run 3 miles. And honestly, that's how I thought. It's like, it's just not worth the time. It's not the workout I'm doing that day. And I would skip it. And I'd skip another one because it's, softball and baseball season, and I just don't have time. And then I missed 2 weeks or something like that. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way to think. And I've changed that as I've gotten older. And you'll see if you follow my Strava, there'll be a 16-minute mile, 3-mile power hike because I'm watching a softball game or something like that. Like, just, you got to keep moving forward, especially at middle age. You got to just keep moving. It's better to do something than nothing. I hope these tips help you. I would love to hear what everyone else does to kind of maximize their time, and share with everybody. Share it with everybody. We're sharing around here. Talk to you soon. Take care.